Hey, it's 64-Bit Monkey here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build a cool house in Minecraft. Alright, this is what it's going to look like when it gets done. I think it's pretty snazzy. This is a basic house that I build typically on servers when I'm starting out and I don't have the resources for like my full-scale build. It looks nice, it's simple, pretty quick to build. I'd say about an hour if you have all the materials gathered. Yeah, and it holds a fair number of chests inside of it. So over here, I've got the chest. This is everything you will need for the build. You can see a little over maybe 130 planks, 2 stacks of logs, some stone brick, wool, glass, lanterns, stairs, pretty basic stuff. It's pretty easy. So I'll grab some of this and I'll just get started. You start over here. Typically the way I do this, I build it in 3 layers. I'll start out with wool. I'm holding shift down if you've never done this before. If you hold shift in the game, you can back out over an edge, look backwards. That'll be pretty important. That's something I do pretty frequently throughout the build to do a lot of overhangs as I'm building. Need the glass. I feel like I made a slight mistake here. No, that's right. No. You can see the pattern is kind of stone, log, stone, repeatedly with gaps for other objects. There we go. These little end pieces that are sticking out are kind of what serve as the support for the next level and part of what makes the aesthetic work for the overhang. I believe it is, yeah, right above the doorway. Okay. And it's 2 on the glass, plus a log on top vertically. There we go. Alright. Starting to look good. Let me grab some of the detail pieces that we're going to start needing here. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the doors on real quick. You don't have to use 2 doors. One option is instead of the doors on one side, you could put glass blocks there, and that's a nice alternative. It just happens on this map that I often want to go out each direction on each side, so that's why in this case I'm building 2 doors. Alright. Bed there. Nice chest. Torches, 3 on the first floor. And we start with the stairs. Use a bit of furnace right here. There we go. Now throughout the center it's going to be a series of planks to cover each layer. You're just going to build a ring. And from there, getting the log started is always the hardest part. You have to place a kind of a temporary placeholder block and then a expansion block. I'll show you how. So I typically throw down a placeholder block, and then from there I will come backwards and do it. Now at this point, this is where we start to do the overhang. We go out a little bit further, and same thing this way. And we want to go one further out. Good. Same thing with this side. To do it, you got to have a placeholder to start with. Break that in just a minute. Those of you who don't know, I'm holding down Shift and moving backwards out over the edge. That's how I'm doing this, going backwards. Makes it a lot easier to place these things. There we go. Good. All right. Just go ahead and fill it in. All right. Starting to look good now. We can go ahead and throw the lanterns on there for fun. Just help out keeping mobs away. These new lanterns weren't possible last time I built this thing. They're really quite beautiful. Alright, at this point I'm going to grab the rest of the blocks because everything else I'm going to need from here on out to finish. Alright, so we're going up 3 again, each corner. There we go. Let's cycle real fast. Start using some of these templates for the edge pieces here. Okay. Alternating wool log. So 3 up on wool. And of course a window. And wool on top. There we go. Although I believe I forgot to do something kind of important. Just placing the end pieces here. So we'll do it this way. Ideally I should have done this before placing any blocks, but that's okay. You can always go back and break them. This edge here just gives kind of a little bit more texture and look to it. Looks like a window seal sticking out. Adds a lot to it. Over here. Three up on wool again. Yeah, there we go. All right. Take a quick glance at the sides. So slightly different pattern. So I'm going to lay it out in advance so I don't forget. That's wood, glass, wood. So glass, glass. And there's an edge there that should have been placed first. That's okay, we can do that now. Now, does it go all the way? Yes, it does. There we go, full length. All right. Log, 3 high. Okay, looks good. Okay, now it's mirror this, so same thing. Wool, glass, wool, wood, wool, wool. There we go, here are the blocks. That gives it a nice edge there. Quite pleasant. Windows. Wool, 3 high. Oh, made a mistake there. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Go outside and check it. Yep, both sides look right. This side's missing the end pieces on both. Go. And do a zigzag stair and come back and bust these two. There we go. Now we got the edge on both sides there. Okay. I'll leave that part alone. Okay, so now you can start to work on the roof here. These little end caps. Talk about the dimensions here roughly. What is this? By this point, I think we're about 3, 4, 5, 7. And I believe this is about 11. It's here. All right. Now, the next part's a little bit trickier. You're actually going down a step. So about where the block is, right where the glass is, you can place the edge right there for this roof line. So if you look back in the photo of it, that's this piece right here that we're doing. And it goes one out over the edge there. I'm going to switch it to daytime real fast, just in case any mobs spawn. There we go. That's nice. Much better. There it is. It's back in that corner. Same side as the stairs come up. There's plenty of room in here for like a workbench as well. Also additional storage with chest. You can hold quite a fair bit in here. I actually started out on a survival server a couple years back, did this exact build, lived out of it for a while, and then eventually upgraded to the much larger house once I gathered the necessary materials. But in the interim, this is always a nice starter house because people come by and they see it, and it's really impressive. Torches in each corner for some light. Snack. Alright, let's keep going here. Okay, we got that edge. This one's missing though. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the next part is actually stacked too high, about there. This is usually a good time to go ahead and do the roof line. So it's, excuse me. What you do is go 1, 2, window, window, 1, 2, final piece right there. And the roof line will match up to that. So that's kind of why I often will pre-build that. Great. And if you have somebody else building with you, sometimes I'll build this with a friend. What you can do is you can do the edge pieces and the detail work, and then let that person come back in and kind of fill in the middle pieces for you. And it gives them something to do where they're involved and they're participating in the build, but they don't have to remember the exact details of it as well. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Holding shift again to get out over the edge. no, I'm one short. That's alright. Made a slight mistake there. That's okay. We can fix it. So if you jump with spacebar, you can actually reach it for the lantern placement. I'll fix that later. There we go. And then the last two. 1, 2. So you can see there's plenty of room up here for chests to be placed. This is often where I had like overflow storage. And typically I would have my main workshop type area in here with some chest. And then I would sleep down here and have some high frequency storage down here for things that I was doing a little more frequently. But you can see it. There we go. Woo! Fell into the water admiring it. But if you walk out from a distance to see this, you got a pretty nice looking house. And you can decorate this with additional trees. I usually plant like maybe 4 trees on each side of it. You throw some grass down here as well, but this is just a basic build. Relatively small, doesn't take much time, but looks great and leaves a pretty big impression with people when they see it. Thanks for watching.